How you're doing, Ralfy here, Ralfy Customs. Time for another Friday mashup. If you like what you see, please subscribe and hit the little bell. Like, share and comment, and I'll try and get back to you. Here we go. Return to fishing after about a year away because of the COVID and whatnot. So I'm really looking forward to it. Absolutely beautifully. You can't see any of it because we're fucked around. It's a cold morning, but it's promising to be a sunny day. So hopefully we'll have some chill out time, innit? So we're all set up. Fishing rod, don't call them poles. That's part of a pole setup. Which I'll be fishing down the edge. I'm going to feed out to the islands. A little bit down the side there and see if we can't spend a few hours relaxing on the lakeside. Wonderful. So now you should be able to see. I can't see because my eyes are not great. I've got my sunglasses on. You should be able to see the beauty that is this countryside that I'm happy to call home. And off we go after a day on. So here we are. Look, I've just made a start and then thought I'd better record it. We're going to chop out these gussets both sides. Yeah, and then we're going to cut through these frame tubes. Not all the way, well, pretty much all the way, both sides again. Here, I think, sorry, there's a join, there's been a repair previously, but it wasn't done straight. It was done with bent forks and Kev did it, bless him. Made a lovely job of it, but the frame's not fucking straight, so there you go. So we're going to chop that out, we're going to get a level on it, we're going to push it straight, and we're going to weld it back up. Isn't it? Simple. We've got it cleaned up, cut through, just left a tiny little bit at the back. Yeah, so there we've not cut. And we're going to get the headstock bearings tight because they're loose. I'm going to probably put the forks back in to get a guide off, but you can already see that's moved a little bit. It's jumped a little bit as I've cut it, not literally, it's not trapped my blade right, but it's moved a little bit, so hopefully we can persuade that to come straight. So we're ready to weld. Look, we've got a big fuck off straight bar across it, we've bubbled it up, we've measured it up, we've jiggled and wiggled and tiggled inside her, and now we're going to weld these up and make some gussets. We've got a big gap and a little gap, we can see where it's moved. Everything's set on naught, every bubble's in the middle, job's a good one. So we're changing the fork seals, and what I've done, there's a new one ready to knock in. I didn't film getting the old one out, it's a pain in the arse to be fair, but I've made this drift out of aluminium. If you follow me, you'll see that I made a spindle protector for the Atlas, and this is one of the rejects, one of many. I've turned it into a tool. So I'll go on there. We can knock that down and it'll press that in without damaging it. So sorted. Just nice little square planishing hammer really. Panel beaters will be turning in the fucking boots, but just tap down, work away around as we go, and it really makes what's a difficult job a pleasure, you know. And a little bit more of there. Plates are in, front end's in, brand new this on. There's other hiccups along the way. We've got new plugs in. Can't change the pads though. We've got brand new pads that need to go in because of all the oil that have gone into the old ones, and the old ones are worn. But Mr. Suzuki, in all his wisdom, decided to make this a threaded pin, and it threads into the body there. So we've got steel going into alloy, and that's a recipe for some fusion, and we just can't get them undone basically. So I might end up machining those out and replacing them with new. It's most likely what's going to happen. I don't want to put any heat on there because they're full of brake fluid, and brake fluid when it gets hot is extremely flammable, so we'll see. Armed with my usual blueprint. This is a good one for me, isn't it? We'll be cutting, mitering and welding up some framework, and then lining it with weld mesh and making fixings for it as needed. Let's get on. We've got all the materials now cut for the framework, so they've gone very nice after changing to the Chotham brand blade. Here's some blanks that we need for the mountings. They're like big washers that are going to go on the inside of the building, and there's some spacers to space the frames out from each other. What I'll do, because obviously the frame's so much bigger than my table, I'll join two pieces together at a time, and then we can go from there. I'm not sure, I can't really lift it high enough and look at the screen to get it in shot, but here's my solution. We've got the got a standard adjustable light stand in the corner. We've got that corner clamped. That corner's welded, obviously tacked up. This one isn't clamped, and then we've got a magnet holding this one. So I'm going to tack that, measure across the corners to make sure it's square, and then have a weld up. Wash, what is it? Lathe, rinse, repeat. Here we go. And there you go. One down, one to go. Security grill, mesh thing, doodah, pretty much sorted. Big chunk of shit, isn't it? I'll tea, Tea, yeah, tea's fine. Do what? So I'll rebuild it. No. Yeah, I'm cutting the water off now. What I've got is not these bars. Right, you see these dimples for the wiring. So the controls bolt on here somewhere and the wires come through and you have a little clip there actually. And down they go and away. Now on these bars there's not that. These got holes. Different sort of switch gear they're made for. So the wires go into the bars and come out here. And the job's a good one. Now my mate Titch has got the kind of controls that need the dimple. So I've made a little former out of a bit of round bar, 2 bits of round bar, and I'm going to heat this up to a nice cherry red, and I'm going to knock that into place there, and hopefully we'll do that for him. And there we have it, dimpled away. This one's not quite as deep, but it goes nearer the bend. He marked them where he wanted them, so hopefully the job's a good one. Next up, we've got an oil tank that's got a slight crack in it underneath there that needs welding up. But it's come to me and it's still got more than a healthy dose of oil in it, so I can't be welding it up with oil in, so I'm using this water-based degreaser out of my bath to give it a bit of a rinse out, and then I'm going to flush it with water and weld it up. So we've washed and rinsed and done all that. As you can see, I don't know if the camera will pick it up, that little black line. That's the crack. With a bit of heat on, I think that'll show up more. And I'm going to run some brazing. I'm going to use these self-fluxing rods just to pull a bit of brazing now. I think that'll be best to seal that up. If I try and attack it with a MIG or the TIG, well, it's never going to be clean enough to TIG weld because it's an oil tank. I can try and spot it with a MIG, but I reckon it'll just blow through. We'll give it a go with the braze, eh? So, there we go. We've pulled some braze over that crack and hopefully that'll be spot on. So, there you go. Now then, that's another week. Steady week. Weather's good. I'm off doing stuff that's not workshop involved. Don't know how interested in that shit you are, so I've not really included a lot. What I've got to do before I go is send a huge thanks to Joey. What an wonderfully kind and unexpected gift. I'll show you again. I got a Mill Creek Fab Shop fucking shirt. It came through the post, unbelievable. Totally out of the blue, bless him. Lots of love. Go and check out his channel. Check out my friends below. Subscribe and like and all that shit. Have a great week till next week. Ta-da.